In fact, we are at a new location tonight. We're at Babalu Restaurant. If somebody's got a chance, I'd like to get a menu. I'd like to talk a little bit about the restaurant. But in the meantime, tonight we're going to have Christy Rucci talking about current events. We've got Billboard's #1 artist, Mr. Will Donato, as well as promoter, producer, Ruth Ruiz. And as usual, in closing, I bring up my girl, Franny, to help me close the show. So anyway, with that said, why don't we go ahead and bring Christy on? Come on, Christy, join me.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
How you doing? I just want to tell you some things, Tony.
Sure.
What's going on?
Tell us what's happening
here. There's a lot of stuff going on here. For one thing, if anybody likes tribute bands, this Saturday on the 20th at the Gardens, El Paseo, is the tribute of Journey.
Really?
So they're a great band. I've heard them before, and they're super. So that's one thing to do this weekend. Also, what we have in January 21st, at the Joslin Center, which is the Arthur Newman.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Chris Bennett and Bill Mars, and that is a special thing that they're doing, calling Something Wonderful.
Oh, cool.
So I don't know exactly, but it should be good because Chris Bennett and Bill Mars are great.
So consider Bill Marx from the Marx brother. Marx.
Mars or Marx?
Marx.
He's the son of the Marx. You said
Did I say
Marx.
Yeah, oh, okay, Marx.
Okay, we stand corrected. Can I see that menu, by the way? Okay. Anyway, so with that said, keep going. We're good.
Okay. Also, January 28th, we're still in January. January 28th, we have Frankie Mamone. Did I pronounce that right?
Mamone. Yeah.
Okay, Mamone with who is it? With doing the tribute of Tony Bennett.
I'll be darned.
So if anybody's a Tony Bennett fan, you've got a tribute
That's pretty
with him.
cool.
And that's at the Joslin Center as well. Arthur Newman.
Gotcha. Nothing personal. I used to call my grandma Mamone.
What's that mean?
I don't know. I just used to call her Mamone. So when I heard Frankie Mamone, I go, remind me of my grandma, in Detroit. She used to always have an apron on, baking cookies all the time. I think she slept with that apron on, to be honest with you. Anyway, okay, we're getting off track.
Well, anyways, it's $20. Tickets are $20. Doors open at 2:30. Okay, show is at 3:00, and it's in Palm Desert over there. And to get tickets, it's Sunday Cabaret Series.com. So we have that going on. And later on, what I'll talk about is the golf tournament, which is going for 3 days.
Right.
Golf tournament. We were there today, so I'll talk a little bit about pictures that I took of some of the golfers today.
Cool.
And what's going on with some of the concerts and whatever on that.
Sounds good.
Okay?
All right, sounds good. So
I'll be back.
you come on back a little later on in the show, okay? In the meantime, while we're getting situated here, I want to talk a little bit about where we are tonight, Babalu Restaurant. First of all, I want to thank the owner, Gus, and Marilyn, the manager, for allowing us to shoot here tonight. And it's kind of cool. It's kind of different. And we're going to have some fun. Hopefully, it won't be the last time. We'll hopefully make it as part of our rotation. But one thing I can say, they got a great menu here. They got a great happy hour. They have entertainment literally every night, if I remember correctly. And they got some very interesting food. I've tried literally everything here. But I got to admit, the one thing I really enjoyed, I was sitting there eating by myself because everybody moved away, were the frog legs. Okay? I remember that one night I was eating frog legs. It was so good, I had it again another night. Everybody moved away again. But it's okay. All right. So anyway, without further ado, I want to introduce our guest tonight. Billboard's #1 artist, Mr. Will Donato, as well as producer, promoter, Ruth Ruiz. Come on, join me, guys.
All I heard was frog legs.
Hello.
Frog legs. Yeah, I actually ate them. Frog legs.
Hi, Tony.
Hey.
Hi, how
Good.
are you?
Good. How you doing, Ruth?
We're so happy
Good to see
be
you.
here.
See you.
Have you met my Italian friend, Ruth Rizzo? This is Ruth Rizzo. That's how we roll.
It's going to be a good one.
I'm 19% Italian.
So I'll tell you what, why don't we do this? Why don't we start with Ruth first?
Yes.
Or we just, ladies first, absolutely. You see, Will's a gentleman, man. That's what I like about this guy. I'll tell you, before we continue, I got to ask you one question before I forget. And this pertains, I was going to ask you later, but I want to tell you now. When we come and see you perform, how in the heck, there might be 200 people in the room. How do you know everybody's names? That just blows my mind, man. There's so-and-so, Elvis Presley lookalike. There's the other guy, it's like unbelievable.
It's funny because my mom had Alzheimer's, and that's how she passed. So I thought, I should do a little tribute to her. Oh. So that's what I started doing. And then like a dumb guy, hey, this is actually good for business. But I did it as a tribute.
Plus, you could take a break.
Yes, I did it as a tribute. But it's funny? Sometimes like our computer computers.
Yeah.
Sometimes I pull in and I see a whole long table and I go, oh, I don't have any ROM or RAM left. And you know what's weird? It's not the names. I can memorize a pretty good half room easily. It's
Yeah.
when you have Shelly, Sherry, Sharon. If I have Tony, Ruth, Fran, Sonny, Eileen, but when you have those names like Diane, Diana, and you, yeah, my band always says, like if you walk towards us, he's like, Tony, you idiot! You know Tony, Eddie. You've been here 20 years.
So this is the beauty about a podcast. So we say, okay, ladies first, and we'll take some.
Oh, no, sorry.
Anyway, Ruth, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on in your life
Yeah.
these
Oh my
days?
goodness, I've had such a wonderful time with this man, and we've had several shows together. And I did have him and JJ, who's going to be with us on the 27th.
Yeah.
Italian.
Oh, Italian
I'm
boy. Huh?
surrounded by Italians, I'm telling you. But I had a wonderful show in Lake Arrowhead last summer, and it was so successful. And of course, we had the full band. Ty.
Right out of COVID, where we all had no self-esteem.
Yes.
Oh man, yeah.
No
We
self-esteem.
had such
Rough
a
time
good
for all of
time.
us, man.
Yeah, it was wonderful. So I thought, okay, let's bring the party down here. And so that's what we're going to do on the 27th. We're going to have this fabulous show at what's the
Shadow
name?
Mountain.
Shadow Mountain Golf Resort. So
Yeah.
we're going to have it there, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday.
And what's the date on that?
That's the 27th.
27th. Okay,
Right.
folks, 27th.
Right. And so it's going to be so fabulous because, of course, Will is going to be there. JJ, who's coming in from New York. I think right now he's out of country, but he is from New York and he's coming in.
Have
And,
you met him yet, Tony? You're gonna love him.
No, I actually haven't. I'm
Have you
looking
seen
forward.
us?
I'm going to be there.
oh, man,
Yeah.
some people here, there were a whole slew of people that came from the desert
Yeah.
to the mountains in Lake Arrowhead to see this fabulous band with JJ. And they were so awesome, I'm telling you. So it's going to be so enjoyable on the 27th.
You got
when we have it again.
So let me ask you this: since we're talking about this particular event, how do people go about getting tickets?
Go into purplepass.com/pre-nam with 2 M's, pre-nam jam with 1 M. Right. And you'll be able to get on and get tickets
Purchase
that
tickets.
way.
Now, can
Right.
people purchase tickets at the door?
If there's a problem, if you're having a problem, I prefer, beforehand.
Yeah.
But if there's a problem, sure, come on over and we'll have you come in and
Gotcha.
enjoy the evening with us.
You got it. So I need to add something to that particular event. So somebody's going to ask, well, what's NAM? What's this pre-NAM stuff all about? You want to tell us about NAM?
You know, NAM is like Disneyland for musicians, and also it's called National Association of Music Merchants. And what they do in the Anaheim Stadium, anything new coming out, could be new keyboards, new sound equipment, they have it there. What actually it turns into is up and down the aisles, you'll see Stevie Wonder just walking with his manager.
Really?
You'll see
Oh, cool.
like a Michael Bolton looking for mics, with a shielding of people, but it's a kind of a who's who of just looky-loos.
I got you. So is this an event that always occurs here in LA, or do they move it around the
Anaheim.
country? In Anaheim.
Once a year.
Once a year.
Once a year, isn't it,
So
man?
It's
once a
fun.
So the bottom line is you're doing your event here, what you're calling pre-NAM,
year.
for
Everyone's in town to do that. And JJ, he's a quintessential New Yorker. So he's in town to do NAM. And sometimes you get an endorsement, Tony, like, he might be endorsed by Fender. And it's respectful to show up to NAM.
Yeah.
But some folks, they just keep taking free stuff.
You're
supposed to-
You can say it, it's okay.
I know, but you're supposed to go out and say, hi, I play Fender and I'm here. You're supposed to.
Yeah. So you know what? I actually went to a NAM event one time. I'm an accordion player, right? So I had my accordion in the back seat of the car, and I went in, and when I came out, I noticed my back window was broken.
Oh, no.
And I said, "What happened?" Well, there's 2 more accordions back there. Like somebody dumped them in my back seat. So capiche? Nobody cares about the accordion. Who cares? I walked all over NAM. You know where I found the accordion exhibit? In the men's room.
All right, this is time we're gonna delete out. That's funny.
Oh, anyway, so let's go back to Ruth. So that takes care of the whole pre-NAM thing. I think it's NAM thing. I think that's NAM. I think that's really cool. I think it's really
Yeah.
something that we look forward to.
It's
Okay,
fun.
and you might be able to start something here in regards to,
Right.
this is an annual.
Yearly thing.
a yearly
You know
thing.
what's good
A
for
yearly thing would
a
be
promoter
good.
like Ruth? It might be the only time of the year where one of your favorites of mine came into town to do that.
Yeah.
And then lovely ladies like Ruth go, hey, Kim Scott or flutist, whatever, you're in town already. Hey, good to see you.
Hey, we got some more folks. How you guys doing? Good to see you. We're actually live. Good to see you.
Introduce everybody to my friend Peter Frost.
Hey, Peter.
How you doing, Peter?
Very
Nice to meet
He's
you.
shooting an A movie.
Really?
Yeah, we'll see.
Awesome.
We're almost there.
Can't
Awesome.
tell
Come on,
you, can't tell you the
you
name.
want to come on the show?
This is Sonny. He's the guy one didn't
Well, all right, hold on.
Peter
Hold
Fox,
back
tell you about it.
Yeah, all right,
As you
hold
can
back.
tell,
All right, go ahead.
we got a podcast going on. All hell breaks loose. But you know, that's what happens when you fill the ring.
All access. All access.
All right. So,
Yeah, so they're in town. They're
anyway,
in
so
town. And a person like Ruth, instead of having to fly somebody out, they're already going to be in town.
that's awesome.
And it's kind of a cool thing. Everybody.
So good. So please try to attend if you can. I know we're going to be there. We're going to check it out.
Yes, absolutely. And JJ, you won't regret it. He's so absolutely wonderful. And 5 o'clock is VIP. You get to meet these guys, hang out with them for an hour.
Yeah.
Take pictures with them.
CDs and
Cool.
so
I'll
forth.
have a glass of wine for each of you coming in with VIP. And then at 6 o'clock is when the party starts with all the music. And we have some surprise guests coming in from, you never know who's going to be there.
That'll be
But
cool,
we're going to
man.
have some wonderful people that's
You know
going to be
what?
participating.
It'll be fun. And you know what? From what I understand, this country club that you're having this at, which is, what was the name again?
Shadow Mountain.
Shadow Mountain. And I understand that this place has been completely remodeled
Yes.
and it's looking really good. And they're trying to promote the facility and the course and everything that goes on there. I see that they're having singing nights and stuff like that. So it might be kind of a cool place to go to.
Well, we can talk to Lori Loftus, who is the owner of this establishment.
There we go. Let's get her on the line.
Hello. Let's see if she's, well, she's what she's handling tonight. She has karaoke tonight
At
at this, oh,
well, maybe she'll call you back. When she calls in,
So-
we'll take the call.
Yeah.
So anyway, moving forward, what else you have going on?
Right now, this is my main focus. I just finished a show at a new place called Revolution
Yeah.
with Joe Branston, and he's from Atlanta, Georgia. So we just had that show about 3 weeks ago, and it was so good.
Where is this
Revolution is a new place in Palm Springs on East Palm Canyon,
Yeah.
and they want me to do some more shows. So yeah, I'll
Oh,
be
cool.
doing
So
some
it's
more shows with them.
another new venue.
Another new venue.
that you're
They've
looking
only
for.
been in existence for maybe 3-4 months, and they're having a show tonight, as a matter of fact.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, they want me to be back and do some more shows with
So that
them.
might be something else that we could look into in the future. Look
Oh, yeah.
into the Revolution
Absolutely.
as well.
Nice.
Great stage.
Right? So Ruth, you know what? You're very busy. You're a great friend to a lot of people out here. We appreciate everything you do. Okay.
Love you.
And
Tony.
yeah, we love you as well. So is there anything else that you wanted to add in regards to? you know, I mean-
Well, my main focus right now is the 27th and having this guy perform along with surprise JJ. Oh man, JJ and so many other.
Well, you know what? We've heard a lot about JJ tonight. And
What
you
did
know what?
JJ do?
Guitar player.
Guitar player,
Oh.
number one.
Yeah.
He also had #1 Billboard. He's also
What do
been
I
the
know?
guitar player for Maxi Priest. That song, I
Yeah.
just want to be close.
Really cool.
For an
So-
Italian guy to be in a reggae band with dreadlocks down to the knees, that's the last person. We don't usually get those gigs. So you got to be good. If you got Rasta dudes all around and there's a short-haired Italian guy.
So
He's
before,
almost there.
okay, quite on the set.
Yeah, I do have one more thing.
Okay, what else would you like to
Okay,
talk?
one more thing.
Sure.
I'm the consultant for Blue Jay Jazz Foundation.
Okay.
And so I go up there during the summer and do shows and help them out, putting all of that together. And it's a 3-day event. That's in August. And I'm always in the green room meeting all these fabulous musicians.
That's great,
So
man.
I just love it.
You know,
Just love it.
we're blessed to have the amount of musicians we have in this town. There's one thing though I want to ask you before we go over and talk a little bit with Will, is I ask everyone that's on the show this question: what brought you to the desert?
Well, I retired after 30 years of law enforcement. I was
Oh.
a police officer. I was an investigator for the DA. If you've
How cool is
seen
that?
Law and Order, that's what I used to do.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, so I retired as our sergeant's position. And as a matter of fact, I was a consultant for a made-for-TV movie with Victoria Principal, in which she portrayed me and what I was doing at the time.
No kidding.
And I just had such a blessed career in the DA's office with the Bureau. So that was about 30 years.
See, that's the cool thing about doing these type of shows is we learn a little bit about what folks were doing previous before they got to the desert. So thanks for your service. We really appreciate it, man. That's awesome. So now I know I'll hang around with you from now on when we go out.
I know.
Do you pack?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
That's good.
And
Don't
this, is the
get
actual,
mad at me.
this is the actual outfit she wore her last year as a law enforcement officer. Can I see your registration, sir?
Well, I'm gonna tell you. Well, just play the sax, leave the funny stuff to me.
My big brother's here. I gotta be on. I gotta turn on the juice.
All right, let's move along. You know what, Ruth? Thank you so much. You're a real asset to our alley here, and you know what? I'm glad to be your friend. I appreciate that so much. All right, Mr. Will Donato.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk a little bit about you, Mr. Billboard #1 artist.
Yes, I know. Yeah, and it happened out here.
So let's talk. You know what? I want to go back.
Yes.
With you, I'm going to start to yesteryear. So, what made you suddenly decide to be a sax player, a musician?
I had when I talk to musicians, there's different trajectories.
Yes.
There's the infamous get a clarinet in 3rd grade, do the band thing,
Yeah.
band geek.
Yeah.
I marched in Colorado
My brother.
with cutouts and gloves, and that's all the pretty girls were in the bandstand though. So there was a method to our madness. But I was one of those kids. When folks have to tell you to practice, they literally had to put in my door in 4th, 5th grade. Okay, you can stop practicing now.
So you wanted to practice.
I wanted to. No one had to force me. So
You know what?
they literally had to knock because the clarinet can be real.
So you didn't have an Italian mother like I did with the wooden spoon. You sit there and make sure that I wouldn't leave the seat over there when I was practicing playing the accordion. That's what I should have done. I should have played a saxophone or a flute or something. Anyway, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, so you know what? I did the band thing, and then I was pre-med in college and realized I didn't like being in hospitals. So I had a chance to go on the road with Richard Marx. Remember the guy in the 80s?
Yeah.
The ball.
Great.
And I missed some tours, and I thought, I don't want to miss any more tours. So I just hooked up with, I did a video. It's on YouTube. It's called Angeli, and I got a mullet and cowboy boots along with the rest of the band.
So what year was that?
That was 89.
89. Okay, we're getting close.
I knew you then.
We're getting close.
Yeah, I had a mullet and cowboy boots. But you know what? For me, my buddy Eddie Reddick?
Yeah.
We're celebrating our 34th anniversary of having our sax.
Unbelievable, man.
Which, you know what?
What a
In this
run.
era, and it's always 4 and 5 nights. No drama.
Unbelievable.
Ever.
Well, we were talking earlier before we started the podcast. When I first, Franny and I first saw you guys was over at Shelley's in Rancho Cucamonga.
So fun.
And we used to live down the street, and her friend ran the place. So we come in. You guys had like an orchestra in those days, man. Right?
Full band.
Full band, yeah.
Always packed.
Always packed, and other handsome guys in the band. All the ladies were always going nuts, and it was you guys.
On him.
It was.
We had fun there, though. You know what?
We got
He was my hands.
we got a heckler in the crowd. Should we have him removed?
She's heckling with love.
By the way, lady, we're filming over here. Okay, you can calm down a little bit. All right.
Can't help it.
I'm gonna get a sign over here, Franny. Don't interrupt. Anyway,
We like it.
it's all
We like
good.
it.
So anyway, that's where we first saw you guys, and man, it amazed me when we moved to the desert, and all of a sudden you guys are here.
You know what's funny is I would not be sitting here right now with you guys. I swear to God. I used to play for Pete at Pete's Hideaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a sideman in 1842 in Arcadia, and Pete owned this place called the Steerburger.
I
And
remember Steerburger.
we were just Yahoo kids. He goes, "Hey, dude, I feel like Chase Una. I want you to have your own night." And you know what? For a musician to sort of have your own night, and then I hired Eddie. Eddie came in with these knee-high boots, leopard pants, and I never saw a musician like that. Alrighty now, Superfly. And because of Pete, I'm here right now.
That's awesome, man.
He gave me the and I still see him. And it was 1987.
Wow.
And he was kicking ass back then. He gave me my own night, and
It's a sweetheart.
for a musician to have your own night and be responsible for getting people there.
Yeah, I was there.
At Arcadia, right? Or Shelley's?
Sure.
Yeah, Shelley's was great.
Franny, you have to use the restroom or anything? Really?
I can't help it.
Calm down. You'll have your chance. That's what I love about podcasts.
I know.
If you have one person that gets squirrely, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Don't throw anything.
No, don't throw anything at me. I'm good.
Don't mess
Everything's
my
good.
computer up.
I love you.
You wait till we get home.
I love you. I love you. Don't
But you know,
worry.
I appreciate they ask those questions because sometimes people think you just arrived somewhere. I used to play on MCA Records in a ska band. It's also on YouTube. And the front line of the band was flying through the air, dreadlocks, and I was in the horn section in the back. And that's how I kind of learned how to entertain. I thought, those guys are fun. And we did a lot of stuff in England. And it seems so long ago to me, but that's how I'm not one of those stand there straight ahead jazz musicians. I'm kind of like hugging the whole room. But I learned that from watching those guys.
Yeah.
And they were entertaining. And it was amazing.
Well, I'll tell you, there's nothing like walking into a room and you guys are performing, and I always notice your eyes go right on whoever's walking in. And like we were talking about earlier, you seem to know everybody's name in the room. It just amazes the heck out of me how you do that. But you know what? That gives everybody a warm and fuzzy feeling about being there as well, and you feel like part of the family. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny about Eddie too? We understand. It's respectful. We understand everybody in this area. You've already done your thing, and you've done your thing well. The thing with the band guys that put their head down and they're reading off a book, it's just not a good look and personable. And behind the scenes, there's a lot of stuff too. Me and Eddie never go up to a bar. We don't ask for food, and we've done well for folks.
You guys don't even take breaks.
We don't even take breaks.
You just play through.
Well, you know that thing where you wait for a band that says they're on a short break, and then.
Yeah. So what's in store for you in the future? What's going on?
You know what? I am just enjoying life. In this chapter, friendships are by invitation only. And I don't do transactional friendships. She knows. But, you know, a lot of musicians, I get it when you're younger. Hey, Tony, my buddy. You have any work for me? I love you, Tony. Doesn't it? I'm not there. If I like people, I like them, and I want to do well. And, I have a new CD coming out called Legacy.
Cool.
Not my legacy, but the legacy that we all have.
And then you have one here.
And I have a new CD here.
Let's show it. And where can they get the CD? Can they get it when they come out and see you?
You know, I have it with me. You can do all the platforms, Spotify and all that.
We got a caller?
Who is it?
Pete.
Oh, I'll be darned.
Oh.
Pete. Oh, that's
Hi,
wonderful.
Hi, Pete. We just mentioned your name.
Hello, Pete. Can you hear us?
Pete,
Hi, Pete.
come in, Pete. Pete. Houston. Hey, here you go. You're on the air. Hey, Pete. You're on the air, Pete.
Did you call him or did he call it?
Pete, straighten that out, will you?
He's on there. I'm on the phone. Will Donato.
I remember the first time I came out here, though, I was playing at the Village Pub. It was 800 degrees in the summer. And we loved it.
You got it on speaker?
Yeah, you blocked it. You covered it
Pete.
up. No, you covered it.
Hey, Pete. It's Tony. It's Will.
Hey, Pete. I just told these folks I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. You gave me a night at the Steerburger.
35 years ago, when you walked into my club in Arcadia, I knew you were going to be a star. I had no doubt in my mind.
And you are.
I love you, brother.
I knew it. I knew it the day I met you. And you know something? I'm so proud of you,
I love you.
of the reputation that you built. And you're just one hell of a great guy.
Thank you. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. You gave me my night, Tuesday night.
So, Pete, this is one more thing that we owe you.
You know something, Will? I'm so happy that I met you so many years ago, and I'm gonna. I think that you got a big show coming up eventually, and I'm gonna be there.
I want to be
come
with
see you.
us, too. So I want to be so-
And you know, Will, I mean, God bless you.
Thank you,
You and
buddy.
your family. You know, I'm really proud of you.
I love you, brother. Thank you.
Thanks, Pete.
Isn't that a funny small world, though?
Crazy, yeah.
Hi, Pete.
Of all people, man.
Because he used to tell us in Arcadia he's going to go out to Palm Springs and start a club, and I didn't know Palm Springs from Guam. I didn't know where. You know, I'd never really been there. And then I knew he was making a place out there. But yeah. It's just, so I'm working on new music. My wife and I just bought a home in Rosarito. She's teaching me how to relax.
We saw that. That's cool.
She's
Yeah,
teaching me how to slow down.
that's good, man. So it's good. Very good. Alrighty. So is there anything else that you guys would like to add?
Yes, the show. So I didn't get to tell you and Franny. So this gentleman coming out, and Mark and Lori, you know those people that say, "Yeah, come out to Manhattan, I'll show you around," and they never do. This guy, literally, Tony, you guys, he means it, and if you're out with JJ in New York, you'll end up having empanadas at 5 a.m. in Spanish Harlem. And you're like, Jesus, I didn't want this much hospitality. It's
Wow.
You got to hang out with this guy, and super extroverted, sweet guy, always making limoncello, and always he's always such a funny guy. But he's really a people person, and not in a boorish way.
Well, we got to make that happen.
And you know what? Seriously though, hey JJ, all right, dude, I'm coming to New York. His version of New York is so fun. You'll be at the Blue Note 1 minute. I had 3 or 4 different types of pizza. Now we got to go get a grandma pizza. What's a grandma pizza? I'm Italian. We got to have the artichoke pizza over at Tony's. And have we had enough pizza? No, we're not done yet. So she's going to show you around.
Unbelievable.
It's fun.
Sounds like I can't wait to meet him.
You're going to love him.
And he's a showman.
He's a showman.
We're gonna have him on the show somehow, some way. We're gonna do something there.
Absolutely.
I played with him in Portugal about 4 months ago, and I think I can turn on the juice like you and Mark. And I'm not afraid of following somebody that's high energy. But he opened up for me, and he flies through the air
Yes, he does.
naturally. That's
Yes, he
macaque.
does.
And I said, dude,
Very cool to watch this guy.
I said, dude, I finally realized I need an oxygen tank and a longer hose next time I open up for you. I had to realize he's high energy.
Yeah.
Well, folks, you know
Not
what?
only him, though. I'm sorry, Tony. Not only him, Ty's going to be there. The
Yeah,
drummer.
so people what's different about the Larkspur? This is our music that the fans locally don't get to hear. The stuff that we have on radio. Even Eddie, it's, we love our local venues and we have fun, because people out of town, they want to hear Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
But this is a show like you'd see for Dave Koz or somebody. And, so we're kind of proud. We've actually had people come to our shows and go, God, I didn't know you and Eddie really play your instruments. What?
Well, one thing I got to say about Eddie, that guy never stops.
He's awesome.
He's over there just strumming away with a big smile on his face. And once in a while, he'll go like that. But you're the spokesman.
And you know what? He's played for Quincy Jones.
Good
Even
singer, too.
and he's played for
Yes, he is.
Stacy Q, 2 of ours, and Shaka Khan.
It's all good, man. Well, guys, listen. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
January 27th. We
There
want
you
to see
go.
you.
That's our goal. January 27th. Let's all be there and check it out, okay?
I'm Mark Lantero. That's my new stage name.
Oh, man. Anyway, who's next? Who we got next?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Producer and director, writer.
Producer record.
Why don't you join us?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
If nobody has my new CD, please. I have more.
There we go.
And call me for.
So that's what I love
another
about
one for people
podcasts.
that
You just
treat
sit here
nice.
and just keep rolling, man. We have a guest
And you can
that
see
we
the
didn't know
time
we're going to
I
have
think
here,
of
but we're going to bring him in and
Very rare.
Thank you.
have a seat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Peter,
Watch your step.
nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Peter. Nice to meet you.
Right, brother.
Nice to meet you.
Very good.
Peter, I'm sorry, sir. Your name?
Tony.
Tony.
Yeah, come around.
Hi.
Have a seat.
I'm a friend.
Very nice to
I
meet you.
belong to him.
Ah, you do? Lucky.
And him.
Uh-oh.
So, folks, we're going to have Peter. It's Peter, right?
Peter Fox.
Peter joined us here. He's going to tell us all about what he's up to.
Everybody.
Peter, have a seat right here.
Sure, of course.
Get stuff on the camera.
Of course.
Well, folks,
Hello, everybody.
we have a surprise guest here. Peter, very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
My pleasure,
Very
okay?
nice to meet you.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about who Peter's all about?
Sure. Well, first and foremost, my wonderful friend, blood brother of 30 years, is responsible for bringing me here tonight.
Robbie.
Rob Anderson, we go way back, from New Jersey. And I'm here because I'm a couple of different reasons. We are location scouting, and I've met with some investors today. I have a film that's going into production in hopefully by the end of the fourth quarter of this year. And it's called From the Hamptons to Harlem.
Wow, very
It's a
cool.
labor of love.
bring that
It's,
up there.
there you go. Thanks, everybody.
There you go.
And it's a story about what happens when a young lady who's an aspiring ballerina from Africa moves to New York with her dream and falls in love with the son of a woman who's from Italy, who's a retired ballerina, and who is this young lady's mentor.
I'll be there.
We've got all our locations locked down. I cannot mention names, but it's out to some pretty big people right now.
Nice.
We can go. We could shoot tomorrow if we wanted to, but we want to wait a little bit and gather some more steam and gather some more. Obviously, funding and attach at least 1 or 2 stars. Then we'll be on our way. We were at American Film Market a couple of months ago. We got quite a bit of interest through that. That's in Los Angeles every year. And, it's just in my blood. My grandmother was a woman named Rosa Radami. I'm going to show you a picture of her. She was raised in Sicily. There she is. She was the
Beautiful woman.
first
Can you get that up
woman.
there?
I wish I could get it.
Yeah, let's see.
Rosa Radami. Maybe you could do it. She was the first
Right there,
silent
yeah.
film. There you go.
There you go.
First silent film star. Actually, the first woman in the history of Hollywood to kill a man on screen with a weapon.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So she was married to my grandfather, John Victor Fox. My father, Peter Fox, was a theatrical publisher, which is kind of how I got into this. I don't know if you folks might remember back in the 60s and 70s, you'd go to the movies and you'd buy a program book. They didn't before all the internet. And you get all the stories about, the movies and all of that.
Right.
And that's kind of how I got hooked on it. Now,
I'll be there.
his original father was a gentleman, his last name was Governale, who was born in, of all places, Corleone, Sicily. So it's in my roots, but my mother, God bless her, is in Dublin, Ireland. She's born and raised in Ireland, and she lives there now. So my hope is to get this all done before, while she's been here, God bless.
That'll be great. So when can we expect this to come out? I mean, what's the timeline?
We're hoping that if we can shoot in the 4th quarter of this year, the release will probably be in August or September of 25.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you know what? When you guys set up out here and you start shooting out here, we'll have you on again.
Oh,
How about
I would love to come back. I'd love to come back. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. And, I haven't gotten up here enough, but I'll be up here more frequently. And got a couple of projects after this. One of them is based in the world of the casino. So I'm looking at some of those locations.
Oh, nice. Very good.
Tomorrow, too. So great.
Great.
Yeah, appreciate you having me.
Yeah, we really appreciate being on with us,
Thank
and we look forward to seeing your productions.
Thank
and seeing you around town.
Thank you. Absolutely.
All right.
Nice to be here.
Very good.
Take care, guys.
Wow. You know what? That's what I love about the spontaneous thing about podcasts. You just never know who's going to drop in. But we got another couple here. Hi, how you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm Tony.
Hi, I'm Michelle. This is Kim.
Hi, Kim. How you doing? Let's get you guys lined up here. So, So, you guys part of the music tonight?
We are.
We
I'm
are.
Kim, and this is Michelle, the beautiful Michelle.
I'll be darned. So you're the entertainment here tonight at Babalu.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're gonna stick around and hear something?
Absolutely.
All
Okay.
right,
So,
all right.
so what kind of music do you guys play?
We do a variety of stuff. So we do anything from the 40s, the classics, to today, like Uptown Funk. So no,
So are you guys from out of town or are you here locally?
local.
Cathedral Can,
Really?
in the city, yeah.
Wow, very good. You know, I'm surprised I haven't seen you put out. This is awesome. Something new.
Nicolino's.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
All right.
and we were at Pete's for a while.
Yeah. Right.
Sunrise Country Club, the American Legion,
There you go. Very good.
Babaloo's, the famous Babaloo's.
So, folks, if you're out there, come on down tonight. How long are you guys gonna be playing?
We're
Till
playing
9:30.
Till 9:30?
Yeah, dancing. and
Be
everything.
great. We're gonna stick around and listen to them, and we're gonna have a good time. So thanks for
Yeah,
dropping
nice.
by.
Nice to
All
meet
right,
you,
appreciate
Tony.
it. Very nice. My pleasure. What a
right.
nice
See you next
surprise.
time.
Thank you. All right, who's next here? Yeah, Robbie, come on up. This is the traveling man over here. You know what? I got to tell you something. You know what? Come over here. You know, between me, you, and Sonny, even my friend Robert Zamora, we all died this weekend. Your Philadelphia Eagles lost. My Rams lost. Dallas Cowboys lost was my friend Robert.
Screw them.
Who cares about that?
Screw Dallas. But none of these guys are buying us beer anyway. So what are you worried about?
You know, I'm going to tell you. I've gotten to know Robbie over time here, and obviously you're a great guy. But I'll never forget the day that you came in the last second to sub when we shot a scene on Hopalong Stugotz. And you're like the news director guy. And
Yeah.
so Robbie says, okay, yeah, I'll come. And you brought a lady with you as well to be like the receptionist. So it took, what, 2 takes or
Yeah,
one?
2
Maybe 1.5.
Yeah.
Well, the first take, we
I
cut
got
your finger.
wounded on the first.
He's going to try to stop me from going to the newsroom, and I shove him out of the way, and he cuts his finger.
Cut my hand.
Cut his hand. And, of course, he's bleeding to death.
Blood.
So anyway, yeah, that was a lot of fun, and you did a great job. It was really good. Were you here when we did the premiere, or were you back in Philadelphia somewhere?
No, I wasn't here. Let's go back and
I'll
forth.
tell you what, we had a great night. Everybody liked it.
Yeah, I missed that.
And everybody's going, "Oh, Robbie can act, man. How cool is that?" So anyway, is there anything you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I mean, just the
I'll
weather.
talk about the desert. I love living here. I've been here 6 years. February, 6 years for me.
Yeah.
And made kind of a new life. Came out here to be whoever I wanted to be. Didn't have to be the husband, father,
Yeah, I hear you.
corner guy from Nick's. Didn't have to be the casino guy. Didn't have to be. Could be anybody I wanted to be.
That's right. I've heard, and I haven't been to your place, but I've heard that you have everything perfectly lined up. All these suits they used to wear when you worked in the casinos, right?
Yeah,
I heard it from another guy that
Okay,
I think inherited some of your suits. Yeah, you
had a
sit
great
over there.
wardrobe. I had 50 suits and sport jackets. On a 5-day week, it would take me 10 weeks to wear the same suit.
Well, you know,
If you had 3 different shirts and ties, you never look like you wore the same clothes.
you know the cool
You
thing.
always look like you own the joint.
That's right. That's the key. You know, the thing is that's the cool thing about this town is you can just about pick anybody in this room here, have them sit down, and we can talk about, you know, where they came from, what they're doing, and what they're doing here. We're all here for the same reason. To enjoy,
The
I'm
rest
going to
of
call
our
it the back 9 of our lives,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
So it's all good, man.
If you ain't having fun, shame on you.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
I'm having fun.
You're absolutely right.
There's not a lot of time left for me.
That's
I'm
right.
70 now, so
Hey, I
I'm
got a
shooting
birthday.
for 80. My doctor says 70 is the new 60, so you should shoot for 90. So I go 10 years at a time.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I got a birthday coming up on Monday. I'll be 69. I can't believe it, man. Just the time's going by so fast.
It
It's
happens.
amazing. All right, man.
Oh, before you know. Thanks.
Thanks for joining us. Come on. Yeah.
You going to Larkspur?
Who is this guy? I don't recognize this guy.
We're negotiations. It might happen.
Yeah, okay. So, folks.
Hey, Tom.
How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. So, for those of you who may not know, Mark and I and Sonny are like the Three Stooges. We're like brothers, and we've had a lot of success together in doing. Is he okay now?
He looks like he's
You know,
flagging me.
Honestly, for everybody out there, that's what Richard Gere wants to look like. Because I've seen him lately. He don't look like this.
I'm taking over where you left off.
Well, anyway, you know what? We kind of have a little bit of a mini announcement to make, us, Sonny.
Yeah.
We're talking, and you know what? We had a great run for over a year. Did 57 episodes of the Mark and Tony show.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're out and about in town. And what do people tell us?
First thing they ask is, when are you two coming back?
That's
when
right.
are you making another episode, another show?
Yeah. So you know what? What the last 24 hours or so? You know?
Yeah, we're talking to different people for a venue, and I think it's going to happen soon.
Yeah, I think it's been a long time coming. I think it's been a great concept. The three of us working together has always been a lot of fun.
Well, actually, I really miss it. And you know what? We made a lot of friends along the way. All the people that we interviewed. Hey, 57 episodes. We had at least 2 guests on every episode.
Exactly. And it was a lot of fun people, a lot of entertaining,
Yeah.
a
So
lot of entertainers.
we're going to keep people posted on what's coming up.
Yeah,
So what's going on with you anyway? Anything exciting going on?
Nothing right now. It's just that, the actors' strike is over, so maybe we all can go back to work.
There you go.
That being said, it's season out here in the Valley, so we'll get to enjoy all of the hot spots, even being here this evening. So
It's all good.
congratulations to you guys here with the podcast. I mean, let's start with that.
This is a
That's
lot
good.
of fun, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just not unscripted. Just go with it, man.
And it's perfect. I
It's a
mean, you get a lot of.
pedal to the metal, man.
No time clock. There's no
I was gonna, no time clock. Yes, sir.
No,
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yes,
we got
sir.
all the signals.
Yeah, and I gotta memorize them all again.
We get you signs this time. Okay.
Yeah, flashcards.
Flashcards. So anyway, you know what? One of the things that we have been doing, have fun. We've been shooting Hopalong, and you're an actor on Hopalong as well.
I was going to say, Hopalong Stugatz. I play Chad Powers, a semi-quasi washed-up actor that comes out to your lovely town and finds trouble or gets in trouble and has some Doc Holliday guy pull a gun on me at a bar as I'm just dealing cards. So, I mean, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for letting me be part of that. I appreciate it. Yeah.
You sound like him now.
I know. All of a sudden, I'm losing my voice.
Today when I did a little promo, man, I just couldn't get it right. I kept going gargling, trying to get.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It's in the air. What the heck's going on these days? So
I'm drinking some whiskey over there to help me loosen
I'm
up.
going to join you here in a little bit.
Perfect.
So,
Well, listen, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it very much. Thanks.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Well,
I think it's time for
you know what?
Franny.
I think it's time. The time has come to bring the real star of the show. Franny, come on, Franny. Come on over. You know, this is the one that keeps me going every single day. Come on, honey. Sit down and we'll slide you on over. Come here. So, right here. Yeah, keep going. There you go. So let's sit. Oh, perfect. Right there. Look at that. All right. So, if you're wondering,
Boy, look at me.
boy, you look pretty good there. You want to go out tonight? Hey, honestly, if you want to know who the heckler was in the crowd, right here. So anyway, hey, listen, I know you love watching the show, and I'm so glad that you're part of the closing of the show. So what do you think? We have a good show tonight?
Yes, you do.
You know, I mean, I know you're a big Will Donato fan, and Ruth is an amazing person, and all these other new people that we met tonight. What do you think of us shooting over here tonight? You think it was a good movie? Yeah, it's good. Yeah. You know what? I like it here. A lot of nice people. Babalu Restaurant. Hopefully we'll bring in some business after today. We're on Highway 111 here in Palm Desert. And you know what that said? I think if you have anything else you want to add? What do you think?
I am his mother.
Oh, you are.
Don't let him fool you.
All right, honey. Hey, slide over a little bit. Bring Christy in here as well. Come on. Christy, you want to add something else?
Okay, I'm back
All
over
right.
here.
That's right now.
I just want to tell everybody I had a fun day today at the golf tournament. And
Yeah.
I wanted Pam to call in about it because she volunteered.
Nice.
3 days volunteered, but I did get pictures of some of the golfers. Fowler, if you're a golf, Fowler's one picture that I took of him, and Whaley, is it Shuffler and Sinetka?
Yeah, these guys are all
These are all good.
They're all
I mean,
prime
right
people,
there.
yeah.
I got pictures
They're all-
up
they're all
front,
big-time
right
golfers.
up front. And it was exciting. It was a lot of
So
fun.
is it? I remember correct. American Express is sponsoring
Right,
this, right?
right. American Express, there are 3 places. I think it's the
3 clubs.
Quinta and the PJ West. And
You know what? Those of you who've been here as many years as we have, since 1995, I remember the day when it was the. Oh my God! No, it was a Bob Hope. I'm sorry, Bob Hope Classic.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. That's one thing about a podcast. Boom. Bob Hope. I remember there used to be signs all the way down. I remember all the presidents used to show up and play as well. But I'm so glad now they've resurrected the tournament to where it kind of applies more to a broader base of people who enjoy it. And plus, they have concerts now.
right.
Tomorrow night, I think they have a concert.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow, that's where I'm going to see Keith Urban
There you go.
over there. And Saturday, the group Train is
Yeah.
going to be there.
Yeah, so
So
that's cool.
it'll be a lot of fun outdoors.
Over at
outdoors.
PGA West.
But you know what? We're going to bundle up and everything, have our flashlights, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so that is exactly what I was just getting to as well, is that one reason why you might have been interested in being part and watching this golf tournament is the fact that you were able to go to a concert as well.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise,
Oh, yeah.
maybe you would have never even,
Right.
weren't even
Yeah.
interested.
Well, last year they did it, and I ended up going to see Gwen Stefani.
Yeah, it was a big success last year.
Yes, yes. So that was a
Maybe,
lot
maybe
of
we'll
fun.
try to find a way to get out there ourselves, huh?
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. All right, well, listen, folks, anything else?
I don't.
I think we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't hit the table.
Don't hit the table. When I hit the
Look.
table, it's an earthquake.
Look.
Don't hit the table.
Run!
6.0. Hey, folks, thank you for joining us. From everyone that was on tonight, thank you very much. Tony Pomps Podcast. Ciao, everybody.
We're still rolling. Hold on.
Hold on, we're still rolling.
Does he have it?